Hi everybody, welcome back to TerraFirmaCraft, Season 5, Episode 68. 68, I'm really trying to read my handwriting here. 68. And last episode, you found me down here in this hole in the ground where I had found some poor garnerite. The garnerite has now largely gone. Oh, I'll have that little bit. Don't waste not whatnot. There might be a few bits. I have had one cave in. I survived it. I've been kind of shoring up the roof as I went, so I inadvertently clipped a normal stone block when I was mining and brought the roof down, but I survived. Now there is probably more to be had, but you know, it was poor garnerite. It's probably not that. I think there is another nickel sample on my radar anyway, so yeah, we're going to call this one good. I'm going to get out of here, go find something else to do, and most likely, well, actually not most likely, we are going to go and make ourselves some black steel. Seems like a plan to me. And yeah, take that as well, mine. Yeah, so we are up here. We've still got food, so we're okay for that. We'll just top off water, and we shall head back home, where we're going to try and sort out black steel and see where that takes us. I think we're going to need that, and we are going to, where am I? I'm going to basically, well, I might as well, I'm going to try and sail all the way back, I think, just to save a little bit of time. Oh, rubber banding already. I've only just literally launched the program and I'm rubber banding. This is good. Bodes well. I may have to reboot before we even get home. Oh, TFC, you're so funny. Anyway, this is going to take a hot moment, so I will keep on going and I shall be back with you in a mo. Alright, and here we go. We're almost home. Boat and hang glider, the only way to travel. So glad I turned that back on. I was wondering about whether I should return the luggage back on, but I'm not 100% certain whether that would be a good idea or not. Doesn't appear to be any more trees grown, or if they have, they are not the most visible in the world, but we'll get these done. I need to make a new axe, but if I'm going to go all the way to black steel, I might as well go and make a black steel axe. Let's faff around with anything else. So yeah, we got the stuff. Let me go and sort out my inventory. Now, oh, I don't want that. The other question has got to be how best to make the black steel. Now, obviously, we are going to need a steel anvil, which we have, to process that on. So if we just run in here, eat a bit of salad. And go things. So we've got a bunch of raw iron. We've got very little, if no, in fact no steel. We've got quite a goodly amount of gold, goodly amount of that, a little bit of tungsten, a little odds and sods of a few other bits and pieces. We have also got silver and cassiterite, and then odds and sods of, again, other bits and pieces floating around. I don't think there's anything else of any particular use there. However, we have also got a bronze anvil, a copper anvil, and a raw iron anvil, so they can be reprocessed back, and that can obviously be processed back eventually. So let's have a quick peek at black steel. Black steel is, let me have a quick peek at the, I'm trying to find the actual, the TFC entry. I don't want any. So you're going to start off with black steel. Well, you're going to end up with black steel, if I can find it. And black steel is made by hammering high carbon black steel. High carbon black steel is made by taking pig iron and weak steel. Pig iron obviously we can make in the blast furnace, and we can also make it in our alloy smelter with iron, flux and coal powder. So we can do that, it's not a problem. Now let's go back to weak steel. Weak steel can be made with, in a bloomery, with 50 to 70% steel, some garnerite and some black bronze. Black bronze we know how to make, that's not a problem. And again, we can make that in the old alloy smelter, I believe. Can we make that in the alloy smelter? I thought you could. Well, maybe you can't. Maybe we are having to make that the old-fashioned way. That's a bit of a bind. Doesn't matter. Anyway, we can still make black bronze. So we then can make weak steel in the alloy smelter with 2 steel, 1 nickel and 1 bronze. We'll make 4 weak steel, and we need 14, so that would mean we need to make that 4 times. So we'd need enough of those to get all of that put together. Yeah, I think that's all doable. It's going to take a fair amount of RF, but that's fine. And I suppose the first thing we should do is just process all of the materials we have into ingots, the silver and the garnerite. So I suppose let's start off with garnerite. And we'll take it from there. Then I'll do the silver, and what's that one? That's just needs all that putting away, and that's garnerite. And then we'll be good. So yeah, I'm going to process as much of this as I can, and I think I've got another thing of lava there. We'll need to do another lava trip at some point. Maybe make some more tanks so we can take them absolute, buttload of tanks with us, rather than be restricted to what we've got there. But this is all good. We've got 4 ingots there already, and yeah, I'll be back in a bit. Alright, we have processed the nickel. We have got a goodly amount, but it's not bad amounts actually at all. I've seen far worse. I think we're probably going to need more iron, to be honest, if anything. Although we have got a wrought iron anvil there, that's 14 ingots straight off the bat. So we do need also to handle the silver, so that has to go through the same process. And it's just time, it's just standard time consuming process. You just sit here and wait for it to melt and go and do its thing, and then keep on top of it. And no biggie. There's only 6 ingots there. Once you got starting to get the enough in there to start casting blocks, then off you go. So again, I shall be back in a little while. We've got a nice old storm going on. I don't know why, but it seems to be so much more atmospheric than normal vanilla Minecraft going on. Whether that's the immersive thing. Now I'm just processing the silver up, but I just thought I'd come back for this because it's the little things sometimes that make a game, and this just feels very atmospheric. Alright, back in a moment. Alright, and there you have it. Silver. So, we need to make... Let me get this, I'm ready to... Hang on. Let's go over to the arc first. So I need 2 steel per 4 things. So if I need 4 crafts of that, I need 8 steel. And 8 steel we know we make with 8 iron, 8 coal and 8 flux. Have I got any? Let's just go make some more flux, I suppose. In the old hoofa-doofa, what's my jig? Flux bearing rock, thank you. That will do me nicely if you don't mind. There you go, 50 flux. I only need 8. And then we need 8 coal powder. Now it occurs to me that this is probably something that would be a lot better done a lot better would be an ideal time to think about upgrading my windmill before we actually go ahead starting crafting all of these things. But obviously what I can do is I can set the steel running in the background, and then I can go and start making some sailcloth to build the sails for the windmill to, you know, give us that hopefully more power. I think the upgraded sails should give us a bit more juice, and those in an alloy smelter will give us pig iron, and that's what we need. So let's go and get some piggy iron cooking. And probably not the best use of the juice here, but right, while that's doing its thing, let's go and have a look at what we need to do to make an improved sail, shall we, for the windmill. I believe that is the correct actual term as well, sail. I could be wrong. Oh, I should have brought the hang on, I should also go and put away the back chest that we have through here, because, you know, there's still materials left in there to put away. Right, let's go over here first and go in and say if I want to make a windmill blade. I know it's a improved windmill blade is, and I need a windmill blade. I need 8 of those around a steel ingot, so I'm going to need a extra steel ingot as well, but that's fine. That just meant around the iron. Okay, yeah. Okay. And those are 2 for each, so I need basically to do 2 of those for each, so that's 8, that's 16 for each blade, times 8 is lots. Yeah, I need a lot of fabric basically. I may not even be able to do it, but I'll have a go bash at getting those together from what I've got, see whether we can move that forward. However, in the meantime, we shall pop this down on the ground and we'll just process what we got in here as well. Yeah, so I'll get that done, be back with you in a moment. Alright, we are just finishing off the last of our weaving with everything we have that we can weave. There's another crop that we can harvest, but I think we've got some way to go, because that is enough for 2 sails, 2 blades out of 8. Yeah, that's a serious underestimation of the resource required for that. Now I want to just go and have a quick peek on how our steel is going. I did put another ingot in, but there you go, we have a full load, so, and that is recharging. Well, it's a full load of pig iron anyway. So we need to let me have a think this through. We need to do all of these need to become hang on, pig iron. weak steel. Oh no, we're going to need twice as much, aren't we? Because we need to make the weak steel, which is also steel. Yeah, that's just to get the first lot. Okay, but that's fine. It's not a problem. So we need to take you, and you need to be processed. No, no, no. Okay. Does it not? Does it actually have to be steel? Weak steel. I'm losing it here. Hang on. Let's go back to weak steel. Weak steel ingot requires steel, nickel and things. So I need to process 8 of those up into steel. Okay, well, that's back to the forge then. Let's run both of these. Yeah, like that. And where's me lighty on fiery thing? There. Technical term. So the lighty on fiery thing. Let me just take that out of there. Put that there. Put that away. And yeah. So next thing, process up 8 ingots of steel. Back in a minute. Alright, last ingot of steel. Well, until we come to make until we come to do the thingy. I have got this process sussed now. And remember, this process is not going to be the same for you. So these are all done. I don't know whether I can place them yet. I can't place them until they're cool. However, over here I want to get this going. So it is possible to process black steel in a thing. So if we look at black steel over here, let's go. So we know it's 10 to 25 of each of these and 5 to 7 of those. So if I do, let me just work this through. If I do 2 gold, 7 copper and 1 silver, that will result in 10 black bronze. However, the process in the alloy smelter is 2 to 1 to 1, which is wasteful on the silver, because to get 10, that's going to be 4 to 2 to get 8, so 5, 2.5, 2.5 to get 10. So we want to stack this in favour of the copper, of which we've got a lot of, and obviously we need 8, actually we need 4 black bronze, but that's all. So I've got this already, and all we need to do is throw the gold in to start off with, because that's nice and easy. Then we'll chuck the copper in, then we'll chuck the silver in, and that will, I think, maximise the amount of black bronze we get per silver ingot, which silver is the limiting factor here. You know, we've got quite a lot of copper, quite a lot of gold, very little silver, and we've, you know, copper is the one thing we've got more of than anything else. So if I go and wait for that to go in and add the silver, we should get 10 black bronze, which means that we should be good to start processing that out. In the meantime, I shall place, hang on, right, a steel down, once that's cool anyway. Yeah, so that's just kind of doing the maths in my head. For convenience sake, we would be using more silver, so I'm just going to kind of ditch that and go with less silver, stretch that silver out as far as we can. That's all there, so I'll be back in a moment. Alright, the power hasn't recovered yet, but we need to make another 8 pig iron, so I'm going to get those going before we can move on to that. This is obviously charging. We need to seriously improve our charge rates, and I'm beginning to think that I'm going to have to put my water wheel on this back wall. It's kind of not going to make a great deal of sense, but I really don't see an alternative. We need to up our power. We've got no way are we anywhere near getting things. A water wheel on there. Yes, I don't know where the water's coming from. This is the thing with water wheels. If you're building a water wheel, then ideally you want the water to be coming from a source that's higher up. Now, I could go and build the water wheel on land, for example, but that means I've got to be transferring capacitors around, which is not ideal. So yeah, we're kind of at this stage. We've got everything we need now except for the pig iron to make black steel. What we're short on fruit. What we got? Fruity one. Let's go with that. Bip, 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 bip. And we shall get a bit of tomato. A little bit of tomato. I'm not a fan of tomato personally in real life, but you know, I'm not going to. Oh dear, that's not good. I need to stick something else in then. There. Have double tomato. That one can be a double tomato one. A bit of cheese. And some peach, because, you know, that would make the perfect meal, wouldn't it? Not. And we'll eat that one because it's got... So yeah, we're there. We have everything we need. What we don't have is the power, and that makes me sad. In fact, I would also like to place that down, put you away. What was in... I did collect a few seeds, didn't I? But I'll not worry about them right now. We'll put the boat away, and we shall put the pro pick away. Chisel can go away actually for now as well. Free up more inventory space. So yeah, we're kind of there and not there. No, I did make a water wheel and another. I think I'd need 3, but that's not a problem. That's only treated wood. We need another kinetic dynamo, and then we'd use the vanilla bucket to transfer things. So we've got everything here. This is ready, look. It's yeah, it's an annoyance, I think, is what this is. We're also going to want to do some more charcoal and all the other good things with that. I just wanted to go and have a look over here. Now there was something, and apologies, I did make a note of the comment and then promptly mislaid the page, but it was mentioned that I've got ex nihilo in this, ex nihilo, and of course ex nihilo has the crook. Now it also has bone crooks, which have even more durability than things. Now we don't have vein miner, unfortunately. I don't think we do anyway. It would be overpowered in this game, but why faff around with that one? We can crook things. Now a stupid question therefore is, we do have silkworms. Oh, you crazy mod pack maker, you. Are you a full tree? You are a full tree. Oh dear, dear, dear. Now, I mean, I suppose the big question is, how well is it going to work with TFC? But you know, if I want string, well, that is a game changer. That is most definitely a game changer. I would like to get myself some more saplings before I do that, though. Having said that, it's actually not a problem. It's not like we're short of great woods, is it? No, sod it. Let's go for it. Let's see what that does as it spreads throughout the trees. Let's leave that to it. I'm going to have a wander over this way. It's going to be quite difficult to tell the colours with those autumn colours now in place. We can probably restock the charcoal furnace as well. But first things first, let's start looking at let's have a look at the kinetic again, because that wasn't actually that bad. It was a bit of iron, some copper around the iron, and that was copper sheets to make those. We only needed that twice, so that was only 8 copper ingots to make that lot. That gives you your kinetic. Okay. And then you have your water wheels, which was there, and that was relatively inexpensive. And I have one already, and we can run up to 3. Yeah, I think next episode we are going to have to up our game. I've got more windmill blades. I mean, I could always, yeah, but that's not what I wanted, is it? I could have sworn I made a water wheel. Got a Fortune 2 enchanted book from that rare thingy. I could have sworn I'd made a water wheel. I might have to go back and double check my my video. I could have sworn I had done. Got some potions from it as well, that thing. I don't think this is going to help me, but we can make a water wheel. That is the point. Water wheels are actually relatively inexpensive. You know, we just need to use these and that and all of the creosote we've got out here, of which we've got a fair amount. So, armed with that, what we could then do is we could put the water wheel over, I don't know, say actually off of this back wall here, bring the power in down to the back there, double the amount of power flowing in, which would of course, well, make that more efficient. I think that is what we're going to have to do. I realise that this is a relatively short episode, and possibly even shorter than usual. But you know, we've got a whole load of stuff ready. I think next episode, power. We're going to address the power situation, and maybe the roof if we can. Although I think we may need to make more creosote for that. Maybe not. You know, these are reasonably full after all, and this is full as well. So until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys. I will see you soon. Bye for now.